Welcome to Pocket Woman Lockpicking and Lock Sport. Today I'm entering a Lock Sporters celebration. Sadistic Picker, crack the double ton. Congratulations, mate. You are almost cracking your 500. How awesome is that for the growth of the channel? Zooming along. Sadistic wants us to pick a lock that's been in our naughty bucket. Now, the naughty bucket is a section of our lock labs where we put locks that we've tried to pick and we've gotten nowhere, and we pick them up every now and again, give them another shot, and we get nowhere and we put them back. So, for me, those locks are challenge locks. I've got a AJ Clark, a Careless Entry, first ever challenge lock, Sinner, and I've got a Daz Evers. 3 challenge locks that I can't get into, that I'm passing on. But today I'm going to have a pick on and hope I can get it. It's a challenge lock specifically made for me. It's called Golden Hybrid. It's from Cherokee and Jason Carlson, a collab lock. It's made in a 6850 full-on solid brass weapon, and it's the 6000B keyway. Now, if you don't know Cherokee, it's probably because they've had to take some time away from lock sport. If you do know Cherokee, then you know that Cherokee is the queen of challenge locks. Cherokee's the queen, Sadistic Picker's got to be the king. So they made this challenge lock for me. It's a dead shackle, so no string on it, you have to pull up the shackle. But also, the actuator spring is so strong, it could snap a finger. So be careful on that return. But check the key out. Look at the highs, look at the gatekeeper. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pinner, is it? Oh my. No wonder I haven't been able to get into it. This is my wanna get in. I wanna pick this lock. So we're gonna, why not throw a pick in it today? So we're going in with a commercial tension wrench, top of the keyway. Bare bones. Let's get that in a comfy position. And we are going to try the deep hook from the Bare Bones collection from Butcher's Block. See if that gets me anywhere. I haven't tried these hooks in this yet, so you never know your luck when you're picking a lock for a celebration. So we're gonna go back of the lock where those high lifts are. Try and pick from the bottom of the keyway. I'm gonna try and not hit the camera all the time. So we want them to go basically in there. Slide through that warding. Now this is like trying to pick an American lock for the first time when you're picking on it and you don't know you've got it picked because the tension on this actuator spring is so strong. You've got it picked, but you have to crank on it, and I've got to get that tension wrench in. I don't want it to blow out the top of that keyway. One of the issues I've had is the tension wrench keeps coming out. So you put in your top of the keyway one and then you angle it back a bit to get those teeth to bite. And pull it back just a fraction so it's not binding against that first pin. Some little clicks. Challenge locks. Watching people pick challenge locks and seeing the pins in challenge locks are what got me totally fascinated and really interested in locks and lock sport. But I try not to invite challenge locks to come my way because they are one of the hardest locks to pick. And I don't want them sitting around in my lock lab, not moving on to other pickers. Okay, little movement on the core then, that's the first. That's good. Counter rotation there, that's good. That's the first time I've ever had any of that. But it's also the first time I've had a deep hook like this to be able to pick with. So tool selection really helps with challenge locks. And if you can see the key, a lot of keys are mummified. You don't get to see the key until after you've picked it. If I can pick this, I'll be gutting that. I want to see what's inside, what's been keeping me out for years. Now, Jason Carlson is a master pick maker. Look at that. Jason was one of the first to mix acrylics with wood. Jason had to step away from a lock sport due to a new little human coming into the world. Had to go off and do some dad duties. Cherokee is a locksmith who had to step away from lock sport for a while because of family commitments, and then came back for a brief amount of time, and I think she broke her ankle. So is now recovering from that. So hopefully Cherokee will be back picking challenge locks soon. Cherokee is the queen of challenge locks. Sadistic picker has got to be the king of challenge locks. Sadistic loves challenge locks as well and can breeze through them. So I might be sending the three that I can't pick your way, Sadistic. Little clicks. Try not to push out the top of that keyway. Just cranking on it every now and again to see if it's got picked. When you crank on it, you've got to make sure that tension wrench is in there, or you will end up popping it out and blowing that keyway out. You just don't know when you've got this. I've never got it. Try not to pick the warding. If I can get this, this will turn into my celebration video. I feel like I'm losing that tension wrench. which I am. Those clicks were the sound of picking the wood in. Because the clicks on this is really subtle. Just get those master lock tiny pins, I would assume, but you never know what a locksmith and a master lock sporter will put in there. Try and get one behind the tension wrench. That's not doing anything. Got that gatekeeper right there. So I figured I haven't been able to pick this because I haven't had any deep enough hooks to get them really high lifts, but this is my first attempt with the new Butcher's Block deep hooks from Bare Bones, so you never know your luck. And I think that's what you need with challenge locks, is a little bit of luck. If you want to look at some great series on how to make challenge locks and stuff, check out Lance by Key, J. Gabriel and Knox Locks. I'll link them in the description below. They've done some great series, great videos on pin making, choosing, building from scratch, thought processes, or everything that goes into building a challenge lock. Awesome series. A lot of it's done as live, so check out that live button on their channels. 10 foot movement. We're nearly cracking the 15-minute mark. I'm going to have to call it. Have I picked any pins? Can we hear anything drop? Oh yes, so I have got somewhere finally. We'll just keep cracking along with that lock. I've got the hooks I need now. Check out Jason Carlson's work. Check out Cherokee's channel. Check out Jason Carlson through the lock. Sadistic picker. Woohoo! Motoring along, mate. Thanks for watching. Stay legal. Temptation is everywhere.